What's up, HyperFast Nation? On this episode of the show, we're giving you a special glimpse into the 2023 HyperFast Agent Summit that was held in October in Arlington, Virginia. And in today's show, we are going to let you learn from Keri Shull, the co-founder of HyperFast Agent, co-host of the event, and multi-billion dollar real estate agent team leader and international speaker and coach. And in this session, she is teaching real estate agents how to scale with both leads and people. If you want to build a real estate team, you need to know how to do each of these items. Enjoy the show.
Okay, I mistimed that a little bit. Okay, I have a request. How many of you guys are paper people? Like you like to write things down? Like 3 of you. Okay, we got a few. So I want you guys to actually take out a piece of paper because we're gonna do some HyperFast 2024 business planning. A lot of you guys in the crowd said you wanted to scale, right? How many of you guys wanna double your volume in 2024? Raise your hands. Okay, oh wow, I love this room. This is exciting. Okay, if you are not paper people, I want you to take out your phone, but I want you to immediately open your notes section. Can you guys all promise? Don't get lost on your Instagram on me, okay? All right, so what I want us to think about right now, I want you to write down your goal. What do you want to accomplish in 2024? And I want you for a moment to take fear out of the equation. If you were meeting with me for coffee 1 year from today, what would you have wanted done to be really proud of the results that you accomplished in the year? So just take a moment, block out the noise, and what is it? And I'm gonna need a Vanna in a moment. Can I have a Vanna? That's not me, because these heels are like really slowing me down. Beautiful. Okay. Figure out what the number is. Now, something about the way I want you to think. You need to be super, super clear. If your goal is wishy-washy, I want to do more business. What does that mean? How are you going to measure and create a business plan around your goal? Some of you have done this with me already. Okay, real quick. Who knows exactly what their goal is for 2024? Okay? In the back, my Vanna's gonna be ticked at me. In the back, you said you wanna get out of production in a few years. What's your goal for 2024?
It's 52 deals, which will be 21 million at my average price point, which is right now 400,000. So it's like 577 GCI.
I love it. Awesome. Okay, now, the reason that I called on him first, when you're figuring out your goals, it's really important to start with the end in mind. So, what was your name? Nick. Okay, so Nick shared with us, in a few years, he wants to be out of production. Do you know whether it's 4 years, 5 years, like when's the year where you want to work with your last buyer in the field?
I mean, the plan is 10 years definitely, but 5 years is the goal.
Okay, so can I challenge you to something, Nick?
Sure.
Can you map out a plan of what exactly you need to do to get out of production? So anybody know who Todd Screama is? Okay, he was one of my coaches. I'm obsessed with having a coach that is ahead of where you want to go because they compress time and they help you avoid making mistakes that are costly, right? We all agree with this? How many of you guys in the room have a coach right now? Quite a few. I think that's unbelievable. So when I was working with Todd, one of the things that I noticed about his business is that he would map out the people, right? So Nick, for you, when you're trying to figure out where you're going to be in 5 years, figuring out the people, the way that Todd had me run my P&L, this is important for you guys to listen closely to. How many of you guys want to run a team and eventually be out of production? Raise your hands. Quite a few of you, I love that. Okay, so when he would map the P&L, he had me separate my production in a separate box as the team's production, okay? So that many team leaders, when they're starting out a team, they're working to support the growth of the team, and the team is actually eating into the profitability of the team leader. Does that make sense? Right? That is a natural progression, but you have to figure out how to grow at the scale that you move past that point, or you end up exhausted because you're working to pay other people. Does that make sense? So when you're looking at the end where you want to go and you're working backwards, it helps you to figure out what benchmarks you need to achieve on your path to that growth, right? Because sometimes when you have a plan in 5 years, like to give you guys an example, when I started my team in 2010, I did 21 transactions the year before. Within 5 years, I got to 365 transactions. Okay? Part of that was I had social proof of teams that have done it before me, and I followed in their footsteps, and I copied. I copied the exact systems that were working, right? So I want to make sure your 2024 goal that you wrote down, you're thinking about, well, if this is my goal in 5 years, or this is my goal in 3 years, is what I'm setting up for 2024 going to put me in a place where I'm able to accomplish that in my timeline? Does that make sense? Okay, so a couple more examples of what you want to accomplish in 2024. 52 transactions. Who else knows exactly, if they're proud at the end of this year, where they want to be? None of you? One in the back.
I'm a new agent, and I would like to, some of the things that I was looking for this year is my goals are 15 transactions, which I know is high, but something I think I can accomplish.
I know you can accomplish that. Love it. Okay, so brand new agent, 15 transactions. Who else? One more. I will tell them what you say.
Sure.
Oh no, Kim's right here. Okay.
So I'm going to be third year in next year. I'm second year in right now.
Okay.
And 10.3 million, 18 deals, and a commission of $257,500.
Nice.
That's the third year goal. I already beat it, not beat it, but I already beat my goal for this year
Awesome.
a month ago. So that's pretty exciting.
You beat it a month ago?
Yeah.
Let's give him a round. Woo! That's awesome.
It was hard. It was hard, but I am dedicated. That's why I'm here. And it's going to be an awesome next year. I can't wait.
You did the work. So you put a plan in place and you did the work. Awesome. Okay, so what might get in the way of you hitting your goal? If something might get in the way, what would it be? Interest rates? No. No. Mindset. Yes. What else? Distractions. I have 4 of them. Beautiful. Consistency. Yes. Yes. Discipline. Oh my gosh, you guys are my people. Yes. Okay. So how do you put a plan in place based on where you want to go to ensure that none of those things block you? Systems. Accountability, yes. I think a lot of it is about having a clear path, right? So as an example, when you're talking at scale, there's 2 things you need to focus on typically. Leads and people. When you're starting out with a transaction goal and it's on your own, you need to break down what I call pillars of success. I want you guys to write down pillars of success. So I'm going to give you a few examples. Open houses. How many of you guys have closed a transaction because of an open house? Raise your hand high. Everyone look around. Okay. So is it true that it's possible to generate income and close business from open houses? Yes or no? Louder. Yes. Okay. So one pillar of success that's free to you is open houses. What's another pillar of success that's free? Sphere. Okay? So then you would have to, sphere is a tricky one and an exciting one because you have so many different pockets within your sphere. So when we think about why we might not capitalize on our sphere, in my opinion, it's a lack of planning. When you don't plan, you don't execute. So as an example, if you go into 2024 with this loose idea, I want to do 10 transactions from my SOI, but you haven't broken down exactly what are the measurable deliverables that you need to execute on to do that, all of a sudden months go by and you recognize you've let yourself down, right? So my message this morning is get those pillars crystal clear. The perfect way to analyze that is understanding the past and not letting the past be a barrier to the future. Okay? So you want to study what you've done. And one of the things I'm going to talk about this afternoon is an absolutely absurd thing that I did that was stupid. I always tell the truth and I'm always vulnerable. Absolutely ridiculous and absurd. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. And one of my pillars of success that I stopped doing that was working. So I think analyzing how you're approaching 2024, some of you will have to do things that you didn't do in 2023 in order to get the result you want. True or false? True, absolutely. So some of you don't do open houses anymore. There's real estate coaches around the country that say, enjoy your Sunday. Why would you do that? Baloney. It is a free way to get relationships and to meet with motivated clients. If you're committed to your success, especially if you have a team, you need to recommit to the things that are going to help put you in front of more people and build more relationships. Make sense? And I didn't present this, but you guys can see it. I'm obsessed with creating success for people, right? And the way that I go about that is by helping you have exact clarity over where you want to go. And then once you have that clarity, how do you break it down? How do you break it down and how do you make sure that you commit to achieving? I'm getting the signal that I only have a little bit of time left. So quickly for me, take a minute and break down your pillars. How are you going to do it? Are you going to go door knocking? Are you going to do open houses? Are you going to focus on doing seminars at a yoga studio? What is it going to be for you? Are you going to do networking events? Are you going to do Facebook ads? Are you going to focus on YouTube? I want you to write it down, and whatever your transaction goal, I want you to break down where those transactions will come from. If you're a team leader, you need to do the leads part and the people part, both. Right? And our next two sessions are going to go deeper on both of those ideas. So I'm going to give you a second, zip my lips, and let you define your pillars. If you don't have a piece of paper, do it in the notes section. Having a written plan is a critical ingredient to your success, I promise you. You can't lose the piece of paper, though. So at the end of this session, I'm going to have you take a picture of it so you have it in your photos. Okay, anybody struggling with their pillars of success, be honest. You know how many transactions you want to do, but you're not quite sure how to generate the leads. Okay, can we bring her a mic real quick, Kim? It's okay. It's okay. Thank you for being brave. What's your transaction goal for next year, or your goal?
Individually 20 million, as a team probably 35.
Okay, fabulous. And when you're looking at how many of the transactions you feel confident in accounting for, where's the gap? How many are you falling short?
I didn't do it transactionally, more volume, but
Oh, it's okay. Tell me in volume.
percentage base. Probably 45 to 50 volume wise.
45 to 50
Transactions.
Okay. So at the end of today, if you don't feel like you have clarity yet on that goal, I want you to come find me at happy hour, and we're going to work through your pillars together. Because I want you to feel, all of you, I want you to feel like you leave this event with clarity. That's the biggest gift that we can give you. If you have clarity, then you can say, okay, I feel clear on what I need to do. When you feel unclear on what you need to do going into next year, it's not going to happen. You're going to wish your way to failure. When you feel clear, when you know, okay, here's the things I need to do, then it's just about calendaring that out and time blocking. How many of you guys hear time blocking and you cringe? Yes, I understand. For me, I'm somebody who lives my life based on two things. I want financial independence and I want freedom of time. I was extremely resistant to time blocking. For those of you that know me, you know this. What I recognized is that I actually had more freedom by being clear on what I needed to execute on, right? And I'm going to talk more about it this afternoon. All right. Without further ado, I have 18 seconds yet. I have succeeded at getting off the stage in time. I hope that you guys wrote it down. Do you guys feel very clear about what you want to accomplish? Because that will give you guidance for how to approach the rest of the day. What you need to take from it. Everybody feel good about their goal? Raise your hand if you're clear. Anybody really struggling with their goal? Not one of you is struggling with your goal. Right there, you raise your hand first. Meet me at the bar. Okay, so the next two sessions, I'm very excited. Dan is going to announce them, but these two people are really, really important in my life, so I hope you get a ton of value out of this. We're going to talk about the leads and the people.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed that episode of the HyperFast Agent Show and getting a live look into one of our events. We put these events on multiple times a year. We also do weekly coaching calls through our HyperFast Agent program, as well as for the agents who join us at eXp Realty. And if you're thinking about making a move to a brokerage that will allow you to keep more of your commission, become an owner in the company, and build residual income, Keri and I would love to be your business partners. We will coach you, we will guide you, we will help you scale your real estate team, we'll help you build your revenue share organization, because we are truly partners with you when you join us at eXp Realty. And that's why we've become one of the fastest growing groups ever in the history of eXp. If you want to learn more about partnering with us, you can just pick up your phone, your cell phone, send me a text message, 703-638-4393. Yes, it is me that will answer, and I'll respond and send you some information, and we can schedule a call on Zoom. All you have to do, if you're thinking about partnering with me at eXp Realty, or you just want to compare it to the situation you have now so that you can make a fully informed decision, you just have to pick up your phone, text me at 703-638-4393. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the show. If you did, please like it, give us some comments, leave us a review on iTunes, and share it with other real estate agents. We'll see you next time.